Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Yes, I am solo and I am low on this March the 14th as Ron Wong is out sick and John Gordon is not with us this morning also. So who better to take care of me than Shelby McCall, my show producer for these last couple of years, and does a great job of putting the show together. And if I start sneezing, she may bail out on me and everything. But crazy,
No, I wouldn't do that.
Crazy weather. And I've never seen what's going on in our world. But let's talk bird dogs. I love to talk bird dogs. I love to talk to this man that's on the line with us from up in Gracie, Kentucky. Just finished not too long ago his 5th national title at the National Bird Dog Championships. It's been going on for 121 years. That is older than me. I think it's older than Gary, too, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe in bird dog handling, there's more, it makes you feel older, I'm sure, because his voice sounds about like mine. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey, buddy, glad to have you with us. He's been hollering at dogs, not this morning, but yesterday. This is Saturday morning, and he's up at his place up there in Gracie, and it's good to talk to you, Gary. So we've had a little time now to reflect on what Miller Speed Dial did, or Joe, as we want to call the dog. As you reflect back, you've had a little time to think about it. Talk about the dog's accomplishments and what's next for this dog, because it's 4 years old. So talk about because I've read so much, and I really enjoyed reading the wrap up that the Ames Plantation posted on the dog, because it said he was deliberate in his quest and he seemed determined to discover his quarry. Destiny and distinction were in his corner. Come on, that's big words for a dog. So talk about the dog.
Well, I'm not sure that dog or I, either one, know what all those words mean.
I love you, Gary. Okay.
Well, that's really a nice dog. He's, I've enjoyed him. He is so, I've been thinking about the National since it happened.
Yep.
I've been to 3 or 4 trials and not placed him. I've won with some other dogs. But that dog is so strong that it's hard to have him hard enough that he really focus on his job.
Really? Yeah. Does that?
If he's fresh, he's so fast and so powerful, he'll get too far too quick.
And that's because these dogs are bred for style, stamina, and the ability to locate coveys of quail. And I know
that's right.
These are athletes. Now, a lot of folks say, "Well, these dogs are really athletes, aren't they, Gary?"
They really are. They're tremendous athletes. They can withstand more pain and more sickness and never show anything.
And this is a dog that the legendary Farrell Miller. I'm so glad to see Farrell out there at 87 years old. And he said he'd had a little leg problem and everything, and yet he was there. And then I look up and find out that you'd had all this back surgery back last October and everything. You make the young folks look really bad, Gary. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. I know God's took good care of me, and He's provided me with some wonderful animals, and I've met lots of good people, through the bird dog world. And,
yes.
And He's allowed me to share. I've been able to share God's word through the bird dog.
You sure have. Yeah. You don't miss many opportunities, do you? I mean.
No. Well, I tell you what. I found out a long time ago, if the good Lord lays something on your heart, you best do it right then. Don't be thinking about it. Just
that's right.
Do it
yeah.
then.
And you've done this, and so 5 championships. That's pretty remarkable, Gary. I know you're a humble man and everything like that. Go back to where it all started and think about those years where you were learning from Farrell and other people like that, and you mentioned some other names, some of those guys in South Georgia and everything, to win 5 times, does it? The competitiveness I know is still there. The sweetness is still there. It still means probably more now. Maybe they did. I don't know the first one. You know, when you won the first one, what does that number 5 mean to you?
I like every one of them a lot. You know, we breed these dogs and train them, and you know, spend a lot of money campaigning them, and the ultimate goal is to win the national championship.
Yes, yeah.
And so, you know, in a way, everything we're doing with these dogs is geared toward that one trial.
Yes.
However, you got to go to a lot of trials.
You really do. Yeah.
Compete a lot of different places,
and you got to get the right.
These dogs.
You got to get the right
work
draw.
These dogs just all the time to keep them really keep their mind right. You know.
You don't know what the weather's going to be.
Dogs are a whole lot like a kid. They'll get by with all they can.
They will.
And,
yeah.
When
you got to
when you're a dog trainer, it's a lot like being a parent to I don't know, 12, 15-year-old boy.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe 18.
Oh my goodness.
And
oh.
There's a lot of things can go wrong. You know, you have to have a lot of preparation.
And how old are you now, Gary? How old are you?
I'm 64.
Oh, you're just a pup. You know, so I'm 77 almost, and it just it warms my heart to still be able to do what I can do at my age, and to know the fire is still in there for you because, that dog ran through a lot of slop here. Now, this was one of the wettest, you know, that we've ever had, and we're still 5 inches above normal here in Memphis. Talk about that condition and the way that
I ran a trial
recently
last week down at Ripley, Mississippi.
How was it?
It's extremely wet down there now. It's a little different soil types.
Yeah.
Than the Ames plantation, and it wasn't that bad. It was still muddy, a lot of water, you know.
But this dog now, the first hour, you know, it's out there, and then hour 2, hour 3, it was like it hit another gear. So was that when it took off, you told me the slop and everything like that, the dog knew what he was supposed to do. And then Mark was out there.
You know, a lot of people ask me, said, how do you get a dog prepared to run 3 hours?
Yes.
And I say, I just have to prepare his mind not to run too much, you know, to handle to me more.
Yes, yeah.
The dogs we've got they're bred for endurance.
Endurance, yes, yeah.
And we don't do any physical preparing for the 3 hours any more than our 1 hour stakes.
Really? Okay.
These dogs just bred to go like that.
Yes.
But we really have to prepare their minds and get them to hunting and not just running. Because a lot of these field trials are in big, what we call edge country, big soybeans, fields and creek bottoms and long fence rows. And you really want those dogs to run a long ways and show pretty. But in a 3 hour stake, it's different. They got to come in there and hunt more.
Yes, yeah.
And the Ames plantation is a wonderful place, but it's not. It's not the big edge country.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you've really got to prepare these dogs' mind to come in here and hunt more and run less.
Well, I think.
And they're still running the whole time, but they're not just running wide open down an edge. You know, they're jumping through cover.
Yes, they are.
And
yeah.
looking for birds.
Well, I think we're out of time here. I wanted to get you on because it's such an amazing thing to. And folks, you can go and you can look up Gary Lester, Lester. You can see all about the national championship on Ames Plantation's website and the way this dog performed. Gary, thank you. Congratulations again. And again, thank you for taking time, your busy schedule, buddy. Get your voice back, and we'll stay in touch. And always good to call you friend. Okay.
All right, call me anytime, Larry.
I got your number. I got your number, Gary. I'll call you now. Watch it now. All right, buddy. Have a great day. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to try to hook up with the one and only Hank Cherry. Be right back.